Hola, 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 hola. Hola.
So guys, hi, how are you? I'm Alisa from the Breakup Survey. You already know me from Instagram or maybe TikTok as Midnight Curiosities. And tonight I want to make a longer format video from my stories um, to actually give these stories a little bit more of because they are like very interesting stories. Then actually are part of history, and they need a little bit more of time to be told. So tonight I will tell you the story of Brothers Home. So grab a coffee, grab a tea, grab a beer, and let's start. So Brothers Home. Brothers Home is actually was a facility where people were held against their will. In 1981, in Busan, the president of South Korea, said, I want the Olympics to happen in South Korea to see how modern South Korea is. Because the idea of the idea that the world had about South Korea at the time was different. After the war and everything, South Korea wanted actually to show the world that they were a different country than they were before. So in 1981, the president said, we will host the Olympics here in South Korea, and he basically gave the order of cleaning the streets. He wanted the streets to be clean. Clean of what, you ask? Clean of people. Clean of people then in the view of the public were like not a good view. Yeah, I know it's kind of insane, but this has been happening and it still happens until today. So the police got the order, and in this order was just not then you will get it's just an order, you will get promotions, you will get money for actually doing this. So what happened was then the president basically give this order, and then the police was just in the streets picking up people, putting them in vans, and then driving them to this place, this facility called Brothers Home. um, the problem with this was that they were just not grabbing any people, any person, a homeless, which is already wrong. The problem was then they were grabbing also everyone in the street, because that was money, you know? Like, let's say, a small child, 8, 10 years old, or 11 years old, walking back from school to home alone, and they got taken by the police in a van to a police station. And in the police station, they went sent again, telling them or forcing them to sign a paper saying that they had no family, that they didn't have no relative or no one. And then they were basically transferred to this facility in Busan. And the problem with this was then these people, they had families. Most of them had families. Most of them also were sold by their families. And there were like missing kids, many of them. 38,000 people were missing in the time, and they were all in Brothers Home. Even the state actually gave money to the people of these facilities, to the owner of these facilities, who had actually a criminal record at the time, but a lot of connections in South Korea. He gave him like money for every person he had inside there. So as much people as were inside of this facility, he got more money. And that was the scary part. We are talking about small children then were actually not just abused, but physical and mental, they were broken. In the documentary, you can see the stories of many of these children. In a specific actually hurt me a lot because he was very small. He was like 11, 12. And he was taken when he was coming back from school, and he passed through a police station just because he passed every day to this police station. He passed, and then he was like going home. And then the police took him in and told him he stole something from a shop. You stole something from a shop, and then you are detained. And they beat him up, they hit him up, and they made him sign a paper saying then he he actually stole something when he didn't do it. He actually said, I didn't do it, but I had to do it because I was very small and I was very afraid. so they make me actually do it. I signed a paper, and instantly a van came and took me to this facility. In this facility, he got abused the same day he arrived, and then he got this abuse. You have to understand that it was not an abuse just for fun. It was a mental breakdown. It's a way for them. It was a way for them to control other people coming. You came and you instantly, hey, this is what is going to happen if you actually don't comply with what we want you to do. And what did they want them to do? They want them to actually do labor. They were constructing things around. They were taking like prisoners, and you have to build this and you have to build that. Most of them didn't got food. They were getting really bad rations of food. They were actually hungry all the time. And there are stories inside of this then actually tell you how the mind of this criminal, because he was a criminal, and they had a big place where they ate all together as a family. And then they were, of course, the members of the community, the big ones, the owners. They say owners because they were getting money from this. They were actually getting good food, and the people who were actually restrained there, they were getting soup and bread every day, most nothing because they were punished. They were separated by groups, women and men. There is the story of two siblings actually, and these two siblings unfortunately came together there because their parents or their father actually sold them. And the siblings said, because the sister actually is right now, unfortunately, she's disabled because she got so many beatings in this place, so she's disabled. She cannot talk, she cannot speak. She is like she's a vegetable right now. But the brother says then she got in this condition because they were drugging them. They were drugging them to comply because most of them were not complying, of course, because they didn't understand why they were there. Most of them had families. And this girl was all the time trying to reach his brother to take him out every day, every single day. She went out of her where she was held, go to her brother, and the guards actually beat her up, then drug her with pills, and the pills was the problem why she is right now a vegetable. She was so drugged during all this process, or during all this year. She was there almost 4 or 5 years. Then she ended up being a vegetable, and the brother speaks, and he tried to tell her, hey, I don't want you here, don't come back anymore because I don't want you here, trying to protect her, trying to protect her bigger sister, but she never stopped coming, and that's why she ended up being like as she is right now. It's a very sad story because no one knew until now. Actually, no one knew until now what happened in Busan. And this documentary in Netflix actually tells you what happened there. But this man who actually ran this place was never held captive. He actually died pretty much rich and pretty much free. His name was Park In-keun. His family actually left Korea because they were like they were harassed by the families. They were like asked a lot of questions, so many of them left Korea and they went to live to Australia. But the problem was not then he was not held captive or anything, or like taken into jail. The problem was then till today this there is a community of survivors who actually go and to Australia. They travel to Australia to ask why this happened to us, why we didn't got any contribution back, whatsoever, then this happened to us. Families refuse to talk to them, call the police on them, and these people just want an answer, and these people just want to know why. And the problem of this is not what happened to them, because this is history. It happened already, unfortunately. The problem is then this is happening every single time, everywhere. right now, while I'm making this video, this is happening. Every time people who has unfortunate lives, they live in the street, don't have enough money, they have this problem. Every time a big event comes up, for example, in my country also, there were people disappeared. They disappeared completely out of the streets in Peru, and until now we do not know what was of these people. Where are these people? So we have to ask ourselves honestly, what can we do? What can we do as humans, as people? What can we do to avoid these situations? But I honestly think, speaking about this, saying it out loud, sharing this kind of information, it helps in the long run, because we are all of us, too busy with our lives, with our goings, what are we doing, our works, our kids, with our houses, everything, whatever we have to do in the day. We are so busy, then we don't look in the other directions. So the question right now that I will want to let you is, what happened in Busan, and where is happening right now? Where? Not what, where? Because it's happening and we know it. So this was the story of Busan. I hope actually I gave you some more information, some more insights. You can see the documentary actually in Netflix. It's called Brother Home, or I watched it in Netflix, Brother's Home, yes. And also Inside the Dark Side of South Korea. And if you actually want to learn how I do my Lego videos, because I'm actually opening a community in Skool. I wanted to get out of the platforms because I want to make this my every single day. I want to actually create content for you. And I created a community in Skool for us actually to grow together, because I know that many of you actually also create content and want to create content but don't know where to start. And when I started also, I was like that. I tried every tool, I tried every single thing that I passed through my feed. I was like, oh, this is good, and I just ended up spending a lot of money. Then I could actually have saved, paying even ads to reach more people. So if you want to learn how I actually do these videos with a, let's not say small budget, because it's relative, okay, I pay like 80 euros a month budget. If you want to learn how to do it, then follow me in Skool. Right now it's for free. I'm not charging anything because I actually want to share it with you. You are my first followers and I really appreciate you very much. I appreciate that you are actually here. I appreciate that you watch my videos. So I will keep it for free for some months for you guys, for the first ones who actually follow me, for you to also grow with me, because I wish every of you to, if you want to create content, do it. Do it. Start now. Yesterday is gone. Today, start. So I will leave the link here behind for my Skool community, and I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.